So here's a finished product. I'm quite happy with how this came out. This is the first car that I've had where I've had anything powder coated on it. And this is the first thing that I've had powder coated on the Cobra, and it came out really good. And I'm happy about that because this place is fairly local to me and the prices are pretty decent. It was $75 to powder coat this, so that wasn't too bad. And it was a one-day turnaround. I dropped it off the next day, it was done. I bought this cap off from Jegs. I'll link this in the description below if you want to get this. And as you can see, it's a different style of ring than the previous video. And let me grab the old ring for a comparison. This is the old ring. You can see how beat up and rusted and just overall how bad this really looked. The old cap, which you guys have seen before, and the new ring and the new cap. And I'll put in a few pictures. The thing is, the gasket that came with this is shaped like this ring. The old gasket was completely oval, so if you see between the bolts, there's a little bit of metal showing, and that's where that gasket does not cover because it wasn't a round gasket. It's kind of like a star pattern. The same as the ring. So what I did was I polished this up, I wet sanded it from 400 to 3000 grit, and I'll throw in a couple pictures so you can see how it looked with the ring off it. Yeah, considering that I couldn't get all this covered, I figured it was better just to polish it like that, just to give it that overall shiny look all the way around it. And I really like this screw-on cap a lot more than this style of cap. And on video, this is showing a little bit more bright red than what it really is. It's actually more of like it's a really dark, almost maroon color. Maybe look a little bit better on the car in different lighting because this is obviously in the house right now. But let's go out to the garage and throw this on the Cobra and we'll see how it looks as far as the first steps towards getting that engine bay looking really good. So here it is back on the car. A little bit mismatched with the radiator expansion tank with it not being powder coated yet. But like I said, this is being given to a friend of mine and I'm buying the Canton expansion tank. And we're just going to swap it over the next time I'm over at his house in the springtime when we do some more work on this. But I think this looks so much better than what this looked like previously. And also, if you notice, I didn't put the plastic cover back on here. There's a reason for that. I might have something else going on here, but that's for another video when I do some more updates on what I've done to the car over the wintertime. I did put, I mentioned in the other video that it had the clamps that were really hard to get off. So I just bought these regular clamps here that have the end on that you can either use a socket on or a screwdriver, and that's just so much easier than those these ones here that originally came on that you have to squeeze those tops together, get those on. Those are just really rough and a real pain as far as getting this off in the first place. And you can see the other one. It's right down there. I won't really focus very well, but there it is right there. And I did fill this back up with coolant. I didn't feel I'm putting this on because it's, you know, really straightforward. I didn't want the video to be completely boring, but I did put the coolant back in that came out of it. The first video that I sucked out, I put it in that container there, put it back in the car. Nothing appears to be leaking. We'll see how it is once I start the car in the springtime. But I don't think I'm going to have any issues with anything leaking out from the bottom. But that's pretty much it. And there's more stuff that's going to be done, powder coating on this, more parts to be powder coated, but some of it's happening soon. Other stuff is happening further on down the road. So that's something that will be updated as I go along more. And they'll pretty much do it for now. No, it's a little bit of a shorter video, not really too much happened, but like I said, this is a channel on building this car, so everything that happens with the car, I want to document it. So this is one of the first things that I've done with this downtime in the winter. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time.